Hello and welcome back to Zeroville and our Zero to Hero Norland challenge. Now in the last episode, our long loyal commander, Neva, unfortunately met her end, dying from old age at about, I think it was about 64 or something years old. And so we do have a new commander, but they are unfortunately, I believe it was Tanea or maybe Macaw is one of those two. And we have to wait until a Varn one pops up and we can add them to our army so that we can have a commander of our culture. But we will just have one of a different culture, which isn't actually a big deal. I'm just a little OCD about it, and I would prefer to have a Varn since we are Varn. But otherwise, we basically just trained our army more, and yeah, we are basically trying to create more housing as well so that we can, hopefully we can get up to a population of around 100. And I have thought about it a little more, and I do think that we should probably try to keep expanding rutabaga fields pretty much as often as we're able. And yeah, so that is basically what's going on right now. So right now it says we have 8 open jobs. We could drop down the mine, but I think we're actually just going to let this play out and see if we can't just encourage more migration. And otherwise, we are pretty much just doing what we have been doing and just dealing with inspections, dealing with waiting for people to be trained. Now, unfortunately, we do have well, previously a lumberjack. Now he is dead because this guy over here, this wolf, unfortunately killed our lumberjack, which is super unfortunate. I don't actually know what our warriors are doing. Maybe I should actually increase the amount. We'll do that, and hopefully more will actually go over there. Now, on the other hand, we do have this alliance invitation. Unfortunately, though, we do have Sadibor with a bunch of uninspected things that he needs to deal with today. I think what we might do, because we have crime low, did we already... Okay, we currently have this at 3 workers. We only really need 1 over there, and that'll help with the open jobs a little bit as well. And then what we're going to do, we're going to let Sadibor finish this inspection, and then we're going to go ahead and let him go deal with that alliance invitation, which he'll immediately leave, as we've been doing. And what we'll do is we're going to move all this stuff over to Dwar, because currently he's all caught up on his inspections, so he can just inspect these while Sadibor is gone. So we'll go ahead and send Sadibor to deal with this, and I'm going to go ahead and switch these instructions over. Now, this is an interesting desire that I haven't seen before. He has a desire for terror. He wants to be hostile towards the culture of Macaw. And this is Dwar, because we moved him over to scaffolding, because it needed to be inspected as well. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that desire before, and we do have 21 Macaw, and we only really need 5 of them, just because it helps with the brewery and making sure that there's more people who can get that done faster. But we aren't even really making good use of it right now because of the lack of rutabaga. So I'm thinking maybe we do want to terrorize them. If we do, though, maybe we should terrorize first on the Caden. I don't know. It says, the Lord believes that the residents of the hostile culture Macaw have crossed all boundaries and need to be stopped. To fulfill, start terrorizing the Macaw. So it does seem like the Macaw is actually a requirement here. So maybe we should just go ahead and terrorize some Macaw and just see what happens there. As you can see, it looks like we may have yet another priest child soon, because he is actually going to sleep with another peasant. These priests, man, they are not exactly the most wholesome. Okay, so as you can see, we do finally have our commander finally in town. It doesn't look like we have a Varn one capable of being hired yet. And this Camp of Forest Bandits is at 14, which is kind of insane. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this. We'll just check what the percent would be if we send everybody. Philid is apparently his name. And we will send them, of course, with all the armor and a good amount of spears. And let's see what that percentage is. 60%, not as good as I would hope. So we have to wait either for it to be decreased slightly, or potentially just until we can improve our soldiers' strength a little bit more first. Now, as you can see, we received our 300 gold for joining this alliance that we're immediately going to leave, which is Still quite hilarious that this is even a thing that you can do. Now, on the other hand, we do have the trader here, and since Sadibor is going to be gone for the rest of the night, we are going to have to send Dwar to take a look at this. He has a 9 trade skill because he's currently enlightened, which isn't too much lower than Sadibor's, so this is okay. And we're going to go ahead and sell these daggers that we keep accruing. We don't have really anything else worth selling, so that would be 1,000 gold. We can just pay this now. We have 5,000 gold, so I don't see a good reason not to do that. Unfortunately, we are not really producing our medical cells as quickly as I would like. We did also finish the mine upgrades. We're going to go ahead and sell that. We could buy this alchemy lab upgrade as well, just because upgrading that to max level could be nice, although I think we have to use tools for that, so not necessarily going to be something that we can do in the short term. However, in the longer term, it is possible. So okay, we still have 4,000 gold, and Dwar gets another level in trade skill there. It's not too terrible. And as well, we are currently up to 82 peasants, which is quite nice. We did seem to have succeeded on the terror here, because Dwar finished his desire. It looks like we lost a couple of macaw, but not very many. I don't know if we want to keep doing this. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get seen as like a terrory king or whatever. I know we had that issue in our Tanea playthrough, I believe it was. But we will just have to see. Okay, and as Sadibor has returned home finally, we are going to switch all these rutabaga fields back over to him. Alright, so now I got all that done, so what I'm thinking now is, instead of continuing to build these rutabaga fields kind of like stretching out more, I'm thinking we could build a couple right here and maybe even a couple up here above the pig farms and everything. And then we can still have this space in between the rock and the pig farm for more houses if we so choose. I think we currently have basically enough houses to get us through the rest of the game. Maybe not. Maybe we will want a few more, but I doubt we're going to need very many. So we're just going to place all of the rutabaga fields that we're going to want now. We'll probably go ahead and place another level of the housing just so we make sure that nothing is getting cut off here. And that should do that. Just keep moving it over. Seems good to me. And now we can go ahead and place the last of these rutabaga fields. Place another one there. So that'll probably be good for now. And we'll just snooze all of this stuff, because it's not actually necessary to build right now. This is just kind of for planning purposes, so we know. We will go ahead and let one rutabaga field be built now, which will probably just keep jobless for the time being, but this should be the last actual change we need to make to the setup of the town, I would think. We just basically want to have enough work for everybody to do and be able to get more rutabaga. Now, on the other hand, you can see that our matriarch relation is really bad right now, and that is because Grimelis and Sadibor actually hate each other. I think one way that you can actually fix this is by challenging to a duel. Recognized as an honorable way to resolve disputes, so it shouldn't affect our relationship with the matriarchy even if he did die. And I actually think Sadibor would probably lose that fight because Grimelis has 9 combat, and Sadibor only has 1. So that's one way we could fix that. We also ran out of nectar, so there's really no reason to be working on the drug den anymore. And otherwise, that is probably it for the moment. But we will basically just let Sadibor finish up his instructions for the day, and then we'll have him probably go and duel with Grimelis. Now, I did get this terror is getting out of control message, and I think this is just because they've already terrorized any criminals and things like that, and there's one unemployed person. So we'll go ahead and bring the scaffolding amount back up. However, once this rutabaga field gets finished, I think that will pretty much cover that. Nobody is homeless, which is good. So I don't know if it will actually start terrorizing. This guy's jobless, which is probably, yeah, and he just got given Mask of Shame simply for being jobless, I think. Which is honestly, I don't know if it's a bad thing because of the macaw. Would it be bad to get rid of more macaw? Maybe. Because this will lower our total migration. I think we'll just leave it for the moment. I wouldn't mind losing a little bit of macaw, but I'm going to keep an eye on the total migration and see if that changes. Now, additionally, I am going to go ahead and put Dwar onto the alchemy lab now. I didn't do it before because I wanted to make sure he has time to do educating and all of those things, but we're going to go ahead and do that now. We also have bandit camp in our lands now, and we're going to go attack this one immediately. We'll probably just send about half, a little over half our forces, I guess. Probably that many. We don't want these guys to die in the battle. We'll take the level 6s back, actually. And the level 5s can stay. Yes, okay, that looks good. And we'll just bring all of our armors, bring all of our maces. That's 71%, that seems pretty good to me. So we did end up getting 3 migrants today, and that's probably going to give us some unemployment. I did put the scaffolding back up to 3. We still do have the max on the mine. So we're probably just gonna put all these rutabaga fields to building, because if we keep getting more peasants, then we are going to end up actually needing them. There's no homelessness currently, so I'm not going to move these to building yet. But they, for some reason, didn't build this one, even though we have the wood for it. But we're also going to start this duel between Grimelis and Sadibor, and hopefully Sadibor doesn't get himself killed. That would actually be terrible. Now, he's actually going to try to go eat right now. I'm going to try to stop that. I want him to actually check out the Scriptonic. We did get that today, which is super nice. And secret deals could actually be nice to buy holy rings for cheap. Buying prisoners also would just be free money printing. Eternal Loyalist, though, is pretty much the one that we want. Is there a Caden? Nope, wait, hold on, that is the wrong thing. Oh, this is permanent warrior training, though. At increased XP by 50%. I wonder if that stacks with that other book that we got. Okay. But there, oh, okay, there it is. Caden Dictionary. So, I would like the secret deals, but this is already taking a lot of our money, so I think we'll just do this. That is pretty good, and what we might do, we might even just go ahead and take Dwar off of the alchemy lab for now. We don't need to upgrade that right away. However, I would like him to learn Caden language. Oh, he already knows the Caden language? No, okay, he does not. Okay, I thought because the learn icon was there, or it wasn't grayed out. Alright, so we'll have him learn Caden language. And hopefully, nope, he's gonna go eat still. Let's just see if we can't force him to attempt to do that duel right now either. Now everybody's beating the crap out of the poor macaw people who are currently on Mask of Shame. This guy's actually got an infected wound who is going to die. That's rather unfortunate for them. But it doesn't seem like our migration is actually being impacted, and overall it looks like maybe it's just becoming more macaws, or less macaws and more barns, hopefully. But we will just have to see. Now he's beating up the Mask of Shame people instead of actually going and fighting Grimelis. And now he's just going to go to bed. So we'll see if he will actually take care of this in the morning. But we'll just have to see. Now on the other hand, we do have this battle. I was thinking about auto-resolving it, but we'll just go ahead and jump on in. Yeah, we have 18 people, and against their 7. Now Philid, I don't actually mind that much if he ends up getting killed, because we'll just end up getting rid of him anyways, once we find a Varn commander, so we'll just let him run in. Not even a big deal to me if he dies really quickly, but I don't think he actually will. Alright, that's easy money there. Now, hilariously, Sadibor is plotting an assassination. It won't let me actually... Oh, he's breaking into Grimelis' house right now. Is he actually trying to murder him right now? Is that what's going on? Attempt to kill? No. Wait, hold on. No. Oh, I did kill, not challenge to duel. That's my fault. There we go. Let's see if they'll do it now. They're going to duel. Alright. Okay, here they are. He wants meat, and he wants to pray. That's kind of a funny start to this duel. I have a feeling that Sadibor is not going to do very well here, even with all of his equipment and everything. Grimelis also has a spear, which isn't very good against armor, whereas Sadibor does have a sword, so he has a little bit of an edge in a way, because his sword is not going to likely break during this fight. The spear will probably break soon. Okay, he's already bleeding. Oh no. Can he just surrender? Please surrender. Oh, he's down. Wait, his sword actually did break. Oh, what a horrible use for a sword. He's got 2 bleeds now. Why is he not surrendering? I don't understand. He's depressed too, so I would think that he would actually surrender a little more quickly. Now his mood's really bad. Or, rising, rather. Yeah, I think he might actually get himself killed doing this. Wow. Just give up, Sadibor. Okay, he's unable to move. Is somebody going to heal his wounds now? Yes. Okay, whew. That was scary. So that actually fixes our opinion with Grimelis now. But he did lose. He lost his sword. He lost... Was that it? He lost his dagger, too, apparently. So now he just has the spear. Well, we'll have to try to buy a sword, then, from the trader when we're able to. But we'll just see if we can get him to spend some time now with Grimelis. It is morning time now, anyways. Wow, that was actually super scary. We're probably going to call it there, though. So I don't think we really got a ton of training done. There wasn't a whole lot of time passed. We aren't able to actually get a commander yet either, and there's nobody else to hire. We do have a few prisoners that we'll be able to sell, which is good. Let's take a look at what the average says. Oh, it says 7 now. Okay, I guess we did level some people up then. But we do still have a couple of like level 2 and level 3s. We have a lot of people getting up there almost to level 10 now. Look at all that. That is pretty good. And this guy's up to level 14 now as well. So with all that said, that's going to be it for this episode. We do have one unemployed, so hopefully they will finish these rutabaga fields soon, and we may start to move over some of these ones over here to Dwar. We do still apparently have one on Dwar right now. But that's going to be it for this episode, and I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.